Joined now by Reverend Gerald Hampton, whose church, he is with the Bread of Life Ministries. He's doing something special to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and he's here with us now. Explain, Reverend Hampton, your connection, because your brother and your father are also involved in clergy. Would that be correct to say?
My father's the original founder of the Dr. Martin Luther King Love March, and my brother now pastors the church where the Love March is held every year. I pastor a church in Stamford called Bread of Life Ministries.
And you do have the Love March coming up this week, I believe.
Next week.
Is that? Next week.
January 15th at the Shiloh Baptist Church. It's been a march that's been going on for over 40-some years. We're continuing the legacy on to let the community know and everyone be aware of the fact that we're still marching every year for equality and the injustices that we are enduring every day.
I was just going to say, too, because all these decades later now since Dr. King was assassinated, it is still a very near and dear cause. How much progress would you say, and I know this is a tough question to answer, but how would you describe the progress that has happened since his life?
Well, we've made some, but then you have incidents like the Trayvon Martin. That is a constant reminder of why we continue to march for equality, because in the justice system, there's still a great deal of unequal justice that's being handed out even as of today.
And unequal justice isn't justice at all.
Correct.
All right, now for folks who want to take part in this Love March, where exactly does it start, and how long is it? And
it starts at 11 o'clock, 100 Lawrence Street. We have about a 2-mile march that we leave out the church on Lawrence Street, go up to Whitney Avenue, from Whitney Avenue over to Humphrey, down to Humphrey to State, from State back to Lawrence into the church, where we then have a service that most of the local politicians, our senators, our governor, Rosa DeLauro, all of them do attend or send representation of, and we have a grand service. This year we're having the NAACP to be there also to offer and share with the community what they have to offer besides just when you're in trouble, but they have housing and loans and different types of programs. We have some other subsidiaries as well that will be attending. It's turning into a resource, so folk whom do attend can also come and seek help.
And anybody can participate in the Love March. 11 a.m. on which day?
On January the 15th, Dr. Martin Luther King's Love March.
Okay. Now talk about how Dr. King's legacy influences you to this day in your work.
Well, he stood for equality of life and justice for all. And because of his nonviolent movement, it was very inspirational for me to let me know that I can continue to strive for perfection in life, and the sky is the limit. And so we just want others and other youth to know that in order to obtain that, our forefathers had to march and had to protest and had to fight our way, and we still need to, even with Barack Obama in the president's seat. We still see how the Congress and the senators there treat him, even as today as a president. So it shows that we still have a long way to go here in America.
One of the things that's always impressed me so much about Dr. King, a very peaceful man. You know, when we think of people like the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa, some people in history who have sought change, but he always insisted on doing it peacefully.
Correct.
And not, you know, because we use the term fighting for change kind of loosely, because he didn't fight. At least not in the physical sense, as sometimes people do, because he knew that that was contradictory, really. So how much do you think that still plays in that example for people, for young people today?
Still a great deal. That's what the march represents. It's a peaceful protest to let everyone know that we've come a ways, but we're not satisfied because the alternative goal has not been reached yet. And so we're continuing to march every year, continue to keep this legacy going, continue to let folk know that we are there, and it is a community march. And more of the community is joining in every year.
That's got to be encouraging.
Very much so.
Reverend Hampton, God bless you, and thank you very much for being with us this morning. One more time, I might as well say it again. January 15th, 11 a.m. and where?
Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, 100 Lawrence Street, New Haven, Connecticut, 11 o'clock. Please be there. We'll look forward to having you.